Hey everyone. Um, 5 minutes of your time. Let's play a game. We're going to play make believe. So, this isn't advice. This isn't medical advice. This isn't professional advice. This is no advice. It's make believe. So, in make believe land, and that's why we can see my daughter's toys over there, I am your president. So, as your responsible president, I have a whiteboard. I don't waste money. And I want to talk to you, dear nation, about this problem we have. There is a virus that seems to be running rampant. People are dying. And although I know that my administration has failed dismally at managing this, and somehow 500 billion rand has been lost, and somehow 10 months later we aren't prepared, I, as president, have fired the complete administration. And I, as president, will resign after this broadcast and allow a more competent person to take place. But my last presidential address shall be this. I've been sitting now and actually looking at all sides of this pandemic that we've got. Pandemic, inverted commas, I must use that now. And I've been talking not only to WHO officials, not only to the outgoing command council, but I've been speaking to a lot of doctors who have taken a lot of flack, a lot of dissenting views. I've listened to them and I've started listening to all sides of this spectrum that we have and listening to other people's advice. And after spending a few nights reading through all these other papers, I'm actually starting to realize that there's not only what the command council have said, because that's why I fired them. Now, what I'm doing is I'm looking at all sides, and this is what I've taken out of it. So, I think that because our country is now on the verge of breaking down in an emotional meltdown, we need to look at where we are sitting at. And my pen isn't working very well as president. It's okay, it's a budget pen. So this is South Africa, this ball there. And this piece here is the 1% of really vulnerable people to corona. So corona has a mortality rate of 0.03, and this is my 1% of really, really exposed people, the guys who really, really need a vaccine. These are the guys who should be isolating. Now, from what I've read and understand, right at the beginning, if I had possibly isolated these guys here and said, you guys wear a mask, and for the next 3 to 6 months, you guys just lay down low, protect your lives, but you, the other 99% of the country, get on with life because you guys will be exposed, and we cannot hide from a virus because you can't do that. Coronaviruses are here forever. So this 99%, if I had said to them, guys, go out and get infected, it sounds weird, but just live your life because you're going to get exposed, you're going to get a cold, you're going to get a flu. Some people get a little bit sicker than others, but for the most part, you guys will bounce back from this quickly. And having you guys bounce back as soon as possible is what will give us herd immunity. Because as president, I understand that herd immunity isn't something to be aimed at, it's just a place where we naturally get to. So back then, I could have just said, let's just take it on our chins and we don't have to lock down the economy and destroy lives. But this 1% here, we have to take care of you. You isolate, you lock yourselves away. Let us healthy people take it on the chin and let us healthy people get better because the sooner that the healthy people can build up their immunity and take it on the chin, the less chance of spreading it to the sicker people. So 10 months down the line, we'll be looking a lot better, but we're not. So this is life. So we're sitting here now, and I hear that from all sides of my cabinet, people are screaming vaccines, vaccines, vaccines. And I know that my cabinet, but I fired the guys, blew the vaccines opportunities. But I'm putting a new team in, and we're getting vaccines now. But here's my plan. Now, the idea is to take South Africa to herd immunity as fast as possible, because that's how nature's worked for millions and millions of years. And I'm just a president, I'm not God. I don't create nature. So, my plan now is we've got 55 million South Africans, and let's say 1% are at high risk. So, we're looking at 5.5, 6 million vaccines. I'm going to procure safe, tested vaccines for this 5 to 6 million people as soon as I can. These are in the front of the line. I also understand that we've got another portion here, and these are our frontline workers, our healthcare workers, people like that, who are on the front line, who spend a lot of their time being exposed to high viral loads of the virus. So high viral loads, lots of sick people coming in and out of hospitals. These healthcare workers here, you guys need a vaccine if you want one. Remember, also, my vaccines aren't going to be compulsory. I believe in our constitution and human rights. You get to choose. I respect your choice of life. So these healthcare workers here, you can get a vaccine, or there are things like ivermectin, and I'm going to put a team together to scour the globe and all the reports and see what prophylaxis is best to use and try, and give it to you for free here. So my people, for free there, these frontline workers, you'll get that. So we can try to stop you getting sick as possible. If you want a vaccine, I'll give you a vaccine. So I'm looking now at maybe 4 or 5% of the country. Not bad. So let's procure our 6-7 million vaccines, and let's take care of this here. The rest of you here, I know you're terrified. The reality is, I don't really think you need a vaccine. What I'm going to do is, if you want a vaccine, once these guys have been taken care of, we'll procure vaccines for you and you can take it for peace of mind. But before that happens, you here, there are things like vitamin D3, vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams a day. There's zinc, selenium supplements, and there's ivermectin for if you do get sick, and there's quercetin. Now, these globally, I've spoken to fellow presidents, and a lot of the research shows that these help as a prophylactic against it, or if you do get slightly sick, it makes you recover quickly. In fact, I read that my fellow Indian president is starting to try and give these to the public. So for the other 50 million people there, I'm not going to waste your money, your hard-working tax money. I'm going to take R1 billion from that donation we received. I'm going to go recover it from one of these tender guys who stole it. And I'm going to take that R1 billion and I'm going to take and buy these medicines for you, the vitamin D3, the vitamin Cs, the ivermectins, the chloroquine, if we can afford it. I don't know if stocks are available anymore because we locked them up a long time ago. How silly of us. And the vitamin and the zinc. And all our clinics and all our, we'll develop drop-off points, clinics, drop-off points, collection points. And every South African who starts feeling sick, who doesn't even feel sick, can go take these things for free. Go get little packets with all of them in. The ivermectin and the chloroquine, you'll need to go to your clinical doctor so we can manage that properly. We're not irresponsible. But as for the supplements and the vitamins and minerals, that's for free. You can go down every week and get a new packet and just keep your immune levels up. I want you in the sun a lot as well if you can. Sun, exercise, lots of walking around. But that there. So I'm not going to spend billions upon billions. We're going to start with that and take care of these guys here, because in all likelihood, this combination, to me, is what will bring herd immunity the fastest. If you're a professor, a scientist, or a fellow politician out there that disagrees, please let me know. You have the rights in terms of our constitution and our freedom of rights to say, no, I don't believe you, or you're speaking shit. You can write to me and say, Jay, no, but tell me why, please. Just back it up, because I'm trying the best here and I'm trying to alleviate as much economic damage as we can. So we got that. So the quickest way that I think to herd immunity is vaccines for them, the 1% most vulnerable, vaccines or prophylactics for the frontline workers and the healthcare workers who get exposed to massive amounts of the virus every day. The rest of the population will start giving you the supplements and everything to boost your immune levels. And if you're still afraid, you have every right to request a vaccine, and we'll give you that vaccine. But then on the flip side, whoever don't want vaccine, you won't be persecuted. It's your right. Let's put that in place first, and let's wait and see if I can help turn this around. Although I just resigned out of my sheer incompetence. So let me put this in place and see if I can help the next administration turn this around. Because to me, this is what makes absolute sense. And then all the money that we've saved, and once we recover that 500 billion rand that was lost, we can use that to build hospitals in every province. We can use that to build schools. We can use that to build toilets, because toilets are important. There's lots of hygiene with toilet. We can use that for all the other things instead of just throwing it all at one vaccine or all at one particular item. So I'm trying to do a turnaround here and become a responsible, caring president. So we've got that. Let's use a specific amount of money for the vaccine. Let's throw a lot of money at boosting immune systems in our people. Let's throw a lot of money at building hospitals for free access for our people. How do you feel about that? As South Africans, let me know. This is my last address to you because I'm resigning after this for sheer incompetence. But this is my last dying breath, trying to say, guys, I'm sorry for absolutely fucking it up completely. What do you think about this in terms of moving forward? Let me have your thoughts.